Good evening, folks. Rodiwave666 back again to do another video. Seems like my videos haven't really proven to be that amazing lately, I just thought I'd do another one. And I'm going to be doing it, as it says on the title page up above, Combiner Wars Rodimus. Okay, now Rodimus appears in the toy line, not really as a combiner, but more an accessory within the toys. Now, in the Combiner Wars toys, basically what it is they've made like a new version of Superion, of Defensor, of Bruticus, of Prairie King, and many other ones, and they've made them so they can combine, as they did in the original G1, and they've just done like a newer version of that, and it's pretty cool. But instead of them being little tiny figures like they were in the originals, about the same size as that, they're more deluxe size, and then the main body's a Voyager, similar to how it was in the original, whereas it was more deluxe size, then these ones are more like Legends. Anyway, and they combine, and everything looks cool. Look, they're quite big. I don't have one to hand. My son's one's in his room, and if I touch him, he'll kill me. Bless him. Anyway, so as I say, he's more of an accessory in that, as in he can clip in, but I'll get to that in a few minutes. Now, they have done a TV series, have the Macha Machida, I think it's called, web series. The same people that have brought us the Superpower Beatdown, which is really cool. Anyway, they've done a trilogy series where you have the Combiner Wars, then you have the Titan Wars, then you have the Power of the Primes, and Hot Rod's in it he's called in the beginning of this Rodimus Prime, because what happens as part of it is that the Great Wars kind of happened and done, and Megatron and Optimus Prime are in exile. There is a council between I can't remember what her name is, the lady with a big hammer, Starscream, and Rodimus Prime. Okay, Rodimus Prime holds the Matrix. He doesn't look like this. He looks like he does in the G1 TV series. And then eventually he becomes the black one, which is what we were all calling him at CF Nation, the Lemmy Rodimus, which is pretty cool. I want to get my hands on that. Tony kind of Soundwave SG1, sorry, kind of like video kind of like made me want to buy that, so I really want to buy that now. But anyway, this one is from the Combiner Wars, and basically what this does is this either goes on the front of the Optimus Prime if you have this colour, if you get the black version, it goes on the front of the Menasor in the chest. But that's about it. Now, he's a really cool little car. He's got the lovely synonymous red, little blue windows there, and the flame, little bits of yellow at the front, and it has the spoiler. If you come around the back, there's no real deal to it. There's detail there that's not painted, and if you flip it underneath, yes, you can see the legs, but there is no visual face, which is good, because a lot of the Hot Rod toys have visual face disorder. So that's VFD, visual face disorder. Okay, like I have that because my face is visual. It's terrible, I'm sorry. But there we go. Now, in this vehicle, it does have the Hot Rod spoiler, or fin, which is quite nice if you look at it from behind. Or from the front, it's not that bad. But then you get to this handle piece there, which isn't great. However, you can take that off, and there's a cool like little car. And then what you do with this part, as I was saying earlier, I would show you, you clip that part into there via the pegs on the top. There's two pegs on the top there, and you literally just put that in, plug it into the cavity of the chest, and there you go. That's it as a chest. It's more like a crest that it becomes then, but that's not very good. Now, to transform him, it's relatively simple. Take the arms, literally open them up like so. Bit of silver detail there, what will become his feet. You take this section and you literally pop it out the top flip it up, flip it round, flip that back bit down, and there's Hot Rod. Lovely little Autobot decal there, which comes with it, and a nice bit of face there, with the yellow crest on his head, which really has happened since Energon Rodimus. It's not a bad toy. Gets a lot of stick, but it's not a bad toy. And there you go. Now, he's got mobility in his arms. His arms can do a full 360. Show you that. His arms do a full 360. His elbows turn from side to side, which can also do a full spinning 360. And his arm bends at the elbow there. And his leg can go back and forth, side to side. And his knees can bend. And his head does move. And it can bend forward and backwards. Not that I know why you don't want to do that. He doesn't have any waist articulation, but that's about it. Now, the fin that you get, his little weapon there, sadly, because it has the two pegs there, will not clip into the back. Because if it did, it would look quite nice and semi-complete, the Hot Rod that we know and love. But it doesn't have exhaust like the original one. Anyway, this weapon here, as I was showing earlier, has this weird little section here. And that is because that becomes his weapon, which isn't bad. However, this is not how I have my Hot Rod. I have him like this, with a little attachment I'm about to show you now, so put him aside. I was watching a video of PR, the guy from America that does the Transformers reviews, and he did a review on this figure, and he showed an add-on kit that you can get. It's not really an add-on kit, it's an add-on that some gentleman, I don't know where it is 3D printing a new fin for the back and gun for this toy, which is really cool. And he does it in different colours, obviously, because you've got the black version of this toy, so he does it in blue, that was like navy blue, black, purple, yellow and red. Of course, I bought the yellow one, and this is what it came like. It comes like this, a little bit similar, but what you do is you take that bit off, and there's the fin, and there's the gun. So just to show that off quickly, that's the gun. We can pick the detail up there. I'd prefer this to be black, but I'm not really bothered right now. Looks very much like the Rodimus-esque gun. It's got a little handle there, and that goes into his hand like so. It's long. It is a bit too long. It could have been done with a couple of millimeters shorter, but I don't mind it. And then this section here has 3 pegs in it. It has 2 on the back, exactly like that one, but it also has a little peg there. And that little peg, literally, mine doesn't do it very well because it's a little bit thin, just pegs onto the back, which finishes that Hot Rod very, very nicely. I'm very happy with that. And that is how I display that Hot Rod. Now, when he's in car mode, let's quickly do this. How long have I got? Not that long. Thankfully, it doesn't take a lot to transform. He says, and then it starts going slowly. Click, 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 boom. That's Hot Rod car with original spoiler on. Get rid of that. This is Hot Rod car with new spoiler on. There you go. It raises it up slightly, and it looks a lot more like a Hot Rod. And the gun, you can see it has a little groove at the back, and that peg that I showed you that clips into his back just slides in there, and the gun handle also has a little bit of a peg in it, and that goes there like so. So it looks like he's got a gun. I pushed that in a little bit too far, but oh dear me. But anyway, that is the review of Legends Class Hot Rod. Now, a bit of a size comparison for you. As it says Legends, this is your alternators one. Very tiny, compared to him. This is Legend Size Cliff Jumper. He's a little bit smaller and lower than the Cliff Jumper, as you can see that very well, but there you go. Excuse me. And War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. Okay, but there you go. He's a nice figure. You can get him now from like places like in our country, in the UK, we have Asda. You can get him on Asda, you can get him on eBay, relatively cheap. Or you can get him in Walmart, anywhere like that. It's really, really cool figure to get hold of, folks. But thank you very much for watching. Been Rodimus666. Thank you to all my subscribers and all those that have subscribed to me recently, and all those that I met at TF Nation this year. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.